So I recently got these two in the mail. I haven't actually managed to make a video on them yet. They've just sort of been sat around like a few other things, such as a few iMacs, which I haven't touched for, it's been like 4 months. But anyway, so moving back onto these. I believe this top one is a G4 867 megahertz, and the bottom one is a G4 500. So this is one of the faster ones. Right off the bat, obviously, you can tell there's a few issues already. The typical screen hinge problem. Another thing I've noticed about these machines is this always chips, and I've had to, turn down quite a number of these machines because of the actual coating of the actual paint's coming off, reveals the black plastic underneath. So I think it was Thai Paint before. They used to do a pretty good paint kit, but unfortunately they're not doing that anymore, which is quite sad. So time I need it, it's not here. But then again, to some people these wouldn't be viable machines to repair. But obviously I've done quite a few of these. So we'll move on to the top one. I know the scratching is really bad, but they don't have rubber feet on them. The top one. So this is the 867. Right off the bat, there's a CD in the drive. I'm not sure if I put that there, but yeah. This is the type of paint colour you want. I find a lot of them go at that murky brown colour here, which is not good, and it just doesn't look good against the titanium. It makes it look really dirty and just horrible. Yeah, a bit of dent in there, just whatever really. Can bend that back out. Now we're on to obviously the main problem with this machine, which is sort of the decider of what I actually do with it. We've got the hinges broken off in both places, and the actual, the sleep light assembly and the place where all the cables go is also decided to break off. Weirdly, I heard that the port door was actually a main issue, but I'm yet to find one with the port door taken off. So I have an excess of port doors now. Moving on to the general paint and stuff, that's pretty bad. I don't think they're savable. I really need to find a company or anywhere that sells paint that matches this, because I have so many machines I could save if I had paint to sort out the the paint issue. But the DC jack on mine actually broke a while ago, so everything's fine around there. Just a bit, what I've mentioned. That's fine. The paint on these usually comes off as well, I've found, but this one's bizarrely very good. No cracking on the deal breaking frame there. This is one of another one of the big issues I find. The cracking on here just makes them completely unsavable. So yeah, it's a convertible. Yeah, obviously looking on the inside, we've got not many problems. Trackpad's a bit worn. What do you expect? Actually, it looks pretty good like that. It looks more along the lines of a newer MacBook Pro unibody when you put it like that. If you know what I mean, with the bezels and stuff, because it looks incredibly good, but it's a bit dated now, to be honest. But it is a classic of design. The keyboard, we've got a key missing, which is unfortunate, but I think I've got a lot of keys laying around, so it should be fine. Moving on to the inside of the machine. I think I had one where I had Coke spilled on it before, and that was not very good. 256 in there. That's okay. I guess we've got what we asked for on there. This is another way to tell the newer machines and the older machines apart, as well as the optical drive. I think the older ones, that one, is a belt-driven optical drive, and this one is just standard normal one. I don't think it has airport in it. I severely doubt it does, because I never get airport cards. Oh, there's one there. The actual machine itself, I think it powers on, but we can obviously double check that now. Where is that lovely power cable? So we plug that in when it gets in. Back there. Green light, always good. I don't expect this machine not to power on. Ooh. Do we have life? Oh no. Oh. Oh no, we've got it. Nah, that's a bad one. Another way to test these when they're being unresponsive like that, take the RAM out and see if it has the brains to detect I have no RAM. So try that next before we pronounce this one a complete lost cause. Oh, light, yeah. We have recognised we have no RAM. So I guess the RAM module is probably dead, resulting in that. But yeah, we'll consider this one a good one, because this is the main reason why I bought the two anyway, because they came in a lot. Because then we move on to the reason why, which is obviously the second machine. So let's move on. These sticky labels are usually come with the ones I order from a certain guy, but yeah, looking at the outside, paint issues everywhere. That's not that bad. Bottom's obviously coming off. I don't know what screws on it. Really dirty. Cracking on the optical drive. Obviously, it's a point of weakness. It's one of the thinnest parts of plastic. Looking on this side, always alarming to see stuff like this, but you know, hasn't stopped me before. And the back, which is an utter mess. So you've got some, I think it's aluminium there, bare aluminium there. They definitely won't be used again by me. That looks a bit concerning. The DC jack, port door obviously is a bit finicky, but we've still got it. Move on to that side, and let's turn it up. So I do have a keyboard for this one. I just don't know where I've placed it. It'll power up without it. The main reason why I bought this one is good hinges. If it's got good hinges, it's usually worth me buying it, because I have so many with the bloody hinge problem that one has. So obviously you've got the older style heatsink. No RAM in this one, bizarrely enough, but we can always use this opportunity to test this RAM module and make sure it's not one of the slots. No airport card. Really dirty. Another thing I've noticed as well with these ones, I don't want to touch that, I don't want to get disease, but the PowerBook logo always manages to, you know, print itself onto here with repeated use. Screen, typical keyboard, disgust. That does not look good. Few screws missing, typical stuff really. Let's see if she powers on when that stabilizes. Right, the original Apple charger. Spin her around. RAM's dead. Or I've been stupid and I haven't put it in right. Let us. Oh my! That is rookie. What is that? Come on! I'm supposed to be good at this. Right, now let's try it. I hope to God it doesn't work and it was that RAM module, because I will be very sad. Oh no! I think the 867 might be dead, but that's something for another time. Notice that speaker crackle there. I hope that's not water damage. This board will be useful to resell, or possibly use when I eventually find a machine that does actually have a dead board. Usually people think the boards are dead when it's simply the prime battery. Oh yeah, also there's the paint where I mentioned. Makes the machine just completely, well, age obviously because it's wear, but screen is, I was going to say the screen's fairly bright there, but got the typical cable issue with these older machines. I don't understand why. Oh, I do actually. But it's a fairly grubby machine. It's not exactly the best condition, so I don't think this is worth saving. It's more or less gutting the machine for its display and its hinges. The display itself isn't that good, by the way. But hinges are good. Board's good. Made on card. No airport drive's good, the belt-driven drive anyway. Yeah, the unit itself's okay. I don't think anyone or myself would really be interested in this frame, however, because it does not look good. I don't think it's very integral anymore. Also, I've never actually seen one of these with a one palm rest quite like this. I probably shouldn't be touching that, but yeah, we've got what you expect and what you don't expect, which is this lovely shine. But oh, I guess that wants something. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll keep watching.